All right, this is the first of Bayern Munich fan in Tampa featuring Dakotes. That's me. I'm a local realtor here, lived here now for 21 years. UT grad, that being University of Tampa. Fell in love with Bayern in 2011. I had gone to Munich in 2006 over Christmas with my mom and sister. Didn't really know about soccer at that time. I was more into football and basketball at that time. Then I got into soccer in, I would say, 2009. Chelsea was the first team I really followed just because it was on TV all the time. There wasn't really a presence of the Bundesliga at that time. Then I started following Bayern Munich in 2011. They had lost to Inter Milan. I had watched that briefly when I was in Disney. Then I started following them, and actually they came in third place that season. And then the next year they came in second to Dortmund, and well, you all know the rest. 3 second place finishes, 3 cups, and 2 cups in the league. And then the glorious triumph of 2013. And really, been a fan since. I love the way they play, the way they're managed. Yeah, there's the old nickname of FC Hollywood, and that is true that they do have an air of the theatrics surrounding them. But really, I just love Munich. I've been to Oktoberfest twice. I've been there 3 times. 3 times, 06, 16, 19, and actually I'll take that back, 4 times. And then this past December, 2025, and actually got stay in the Do & Co. Hotel, which is their sister hotel, which is actually connected to the store in downtown, and right off of the Marienplatz, right behind the Frauenkirche. I've seen them play at the Allianz. I've toured the Allianz, seen the dressing room, the room where they do all of their pre-game interviews with the media. Then got to walk on the pitch. That was really cool. That was in 2019 for Oktoberfest with my now wife. I went in 2016 and saw them actually play during Oktoberfest at the Allianz Arena, and they played today's opponent, Hoffenheim. It was actually a 1-1 draw. And then saw them play in 2019 in, where did I see him play? Houston against Real Madrid, and that was, it was Eden Hazard's first game for Real Madrid, his eventual decline. And that was pretty cool. It was against Real Madrid. We won 3-1, and then, saw them in Lambeau Field against Man City, where we lost 2-1, where they didn't play a full 90 minutes. We had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and they called it quits right at the end of the game. Then that was because of major storms that affected the game, so I kind of understand that. But to talk about today's game, it was actually a really good game. Luis Diaz, rightfully so, got man of the match, hat trick, and a natural hat trick where no one scored in between his 3 goals. Now, it wasn't the true German hat trick where you have to score all 3 goals in one half with no one scoring in between any of your goals. Harry Kane scored the first 2 from the penalty spot and set up the third to Luis Diaz to make it 3-1. It was kind of a really weird game because Hoffenheim played a really good game, I thought, at least in the first half. And people say that it was a harsh red card that they had, but he was the last man back and he tackled him. It was a soft tackle, but he had his hand on him, brought him down in the box, and he was the last man back, that being Okpaguma on Luis Diaz. But Harry Kane, he is he hasn't missed a single penalty in the Bundesliga. He's missed, I think, 3 penalties with Bayern thus far, and they've all been either in the Pokal or in the Champions League. But I think they've all been negligent because we had already either wrapped it up or we scored another goal afterwards. But Luis Diaz, that, like I said, his first goal was set up by Harry Kane in the first half. That was after Harry Kane's second penalty, which was after the blunder that was Manuel Neuer's attempt to pass to, I think it was Alphonso Davies, where it didn't make it past the one, I can't remember the player's name. Let me see if I can find it here on the TV or on my computer. Kramaric scored the goal, but I don't know who assisted him, but he didn't make it past him. Then you had Harry Kane pick up the ball in his own half, dribble down, pass. Oh, I think it was Aslani. That passed the ball to Kramaric. And Kramaric, he's had 9 goals against Bayern. A record of his, or a record for Hoffenheim against Bayern Munich. And I think the most ever Bundesliga player to score against Bayern in the Bundesliga. I don't know if there's anyone else. And he just keeps adding to his tally. It's a guaranteed goal, it seems like, whenever he plays. And you have Luis Diaz scoring in the second half. Getting his brace after Michael Olise, which, Michael Olise is excellent. He keeps up his assist. He's 10 goals, 16 assists. At 16 assists, it's getting mighty close. He's going to miss the next game because of yellow card accumulations, but he only needs 5 more to tie Thomas Muller's record of 21 in a season, which I think he's going to do it in the next 3 or 4 games he plays. He's going to miss Bremen, and then we play Frankfurt at home, and then away at Dortmund. So if he can get an assist or 2, he'll be mighty close. And then, the Bumblebees have been flying around, getting last-second goals, doing what they need to do to keep the pressure on us, and I commend them. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep winning. We're going to go for the Bundesliga again. I know people in the Bundesliga and in Germany are saying they should have a limit on how many, a wage limit for all the teams, but then that just hurts the team. Unless they can get a wage limit for all the leagues, I don't think it's going to work, because Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, PSG, they're all going to just throw money at players and say, hey, if you don't want to play in the Bundesliga because they're not going to pay you as much, we'll take you over here. We'll throw cash at you. I mean, look at Florian Wirtz. 140 million. Really hasn't paid that back yet. But we have Luis Diaz that has really turned out to be the signing of the season. Harry Kane was always going to be the signing of the season when he came on 3 years ago now. Michael Olise was a revelation. But yeah, the game, going back to Luis Diaz, he scored his hat trick. I don't think anyone assisted with that one because it was a bounce back and forth, ping pong, or pinball, ping pong, same difference. Pinball out to him. Maybe Kimmich or Musiala got an assist with that. And then, when Harry Kane was subbed off and Nicholas Jackson was brought on, I really did not think that was a smart move. Nicholas Jackson, he won the African Cup of Nations with Senegal, but he's lost with Bayern. I mean, he had that tap in, didn't go in. He had that run down the pitch, didn't lead to anything. Yeah, he got the ball again after losing it, but ended up becoming a corner. And the saying that I think it was Lutz said, Lutz van het Steel said that he's Houdini. He pops up and then disappears again. I mean, and it's not a good Houdini. The game was really good. I think that we have an opportunity to take advantage. Leipzig looked somewhat vulnerable against Cologne today. They beat them 2-1. But we'll see what happens. We play them midweek in the DFB Pokal, and hopefully we can get to Berlin again, wir fahren nach Berlin, for the DFB Pokal finale. Hopefully we can do a treble again this year, maybe even make the sextuplet. But we'll have to see how health goes and if luck swings our way. I know that's something that always happens in the Champions League, and some teams, Real Madrid, always gets luck, or they get things that bounce their way and then has to make an adjustments, like certain VAR that went into effect after they scored against Bayern Munich to knock us out. But I'm excited for the next couple games, and then I think we have the midweek, the Englische Woche, as they say, coming up this week, and then we have Bremen at the weekend, and then we have no midweek game because we came in second in the Champions League. Then we have Frankfurt, and then nothing again. Then we play Dortmund in the Signal Iduna Park. That'll be a very good game, but it'll be difficult for them because Dortmund play next. They have the week off, and then they play, I think it's Leipzig, and then they play Atalanta, and then they play another team, I can't remember, and then they play Atalanta again. Maybe it's Mainz, and then Atalanta, and then Bayern. Or it could be Mainz, Atalanta, Leipzig, Atalanta, Bayern. That's going to be a very tricky 2 weeks for Dortmund. So, I'm relishing the coming weeks, and actually I think yesterday to shout out the women's team. They won 4-1 over Mainz or Freiburg women team. And they're they're a dominant force in the Frauen Bundesliga. So we'll see how everyone does. And yeah, that's Bayern Munich fan in Tampa featuring Dakotes. You can follow me on all the social medias, Dakota Sells FL. I'm a local realtor here in Tampa. And if you need anything, reach out to me. I'll be happy to set up a showing and a house here in Florida. And my motto is and always will be, your needs are the point. Have a great one. Auf geht's, Bayern. Auf Wiedersehen.